Hey Capricorn, and welcome to your tarot love reading. And while I'm drawing your cards out, Capricorn, I strongly suggest that you check out everything in my description box, and even checking out my playlist, because all those things in my description box and my playlist is to help you become the best version of you, so you can actually attract everything that you want to experience here. What you want to experience here is a life of abundance, right? You don't want to be in lack, do you? Because you already know what it's like to be in lack, Capricorn. Because that's why you're watching tarot, right? Because you want to spend your life with the person that you cherish. And sometimes you even cherish that person more than you cherish yourself. That's where the conundrum is at. You have to have that for yourself first before your person appreciates that about you. Because if you don't appreciate yourself, they're going to mirror that back to you. You're not going to like what you see because it's reflecting your true self to you. And you're trying to ignore that part of yourself because your ego is interfering. It's wanting you to see that you're the best. It doesn't matter what's going on in your life. Your ego is always going to project the image to you that you have done everything right. Because it wants that for you. It really does. Because it's part of you, right? And you're wanting that. But your ego doesn't know how to go about that part correctly. Because your ego has only been programmed to protect you physically. Now, money can do that for sure. This is one of the alchemical elements, though. So, even if you have money, you have to be aligned with yourself, with your essence, mind you, to be able to actually enjoy your life as it is. Because if you can't enjoy it now, how are you supposed to enjoy it if anything changes in your life? No matter if it's being more abundant or not. Because if you can't enjoy yourself now, you're not going to enjoy yourself any other way. Because when we're on this journey of self-discovery, we're finding out all about ourselves. And as I'm drawing out your cards, Capricorn, I'm seeing your own duality in your situation. And you perceive yourself as a galactic being who is empowered from above, but below, you don't value yourself as much. Even though you know you're worth more than your experience here. Because you're sitting on that throne saying that I do value myself, but my image of myself is still just a small child, where my voice is not always heard, where I'm not as appreciated as I think I deserve to be appreciated. Because you're still looking outside yourself, Capricorn, for validation, because you don't feel within yourself. And the truth is, you do want to be that. That's your truth. You do want to be that. However, what's mirroring this card is this. You're bound to your own lies and deception. Why did I see it's lies and deception? Because all the swords are down. And you're bound to those lies. You're not set free from them yet. Even though you're wearing white, right? But you're trying to project to the world that you are in your truth. But in reality, you're bound by your own lies and deception of your own, basically, perception of yourself. That's why you're on this journey. This is why you're watching tarot, because you really want this for yourself in your experience here. But right now, you're feeling this. And this is what is keeping you from this, from having union. Because that's what you're here for, is to find out how to have union with your person, right, Capricorn? That's why you watch tarot. You find out how to have union with your person. Well, the real answer to that is that you have to have it for yourself first. And you're here watching tarot, you don't even know how to have that for yourself. That's why watch tarot, wonder what's happening with your person, because you value them more than you value yourself. Why is that? When they are you, how come you're excluding yourself from the equation of value. Why do you value a person more than you value yourself when a person is just mirroring who you are? So this journey is all about you. And your biggest block is going to be your ego. That's what's going to always keep you stuck in the situations that you are, is your ego. Because your ego doesn't understand connection. It's only running on a program that protects you physically. It has no idea what connection is. In fact, if anything, it's the thing that causes disconnect. Because ego is singular. Ego is singular. And it's just programmed for your human experience. Mind you, your ego doesn't affect other people, but their ego does. So your ego doesn't have any true power, because if it did, it would be able to control and manipulate everybody. But it can only do it to you directly. Then it's up to you what actions you take after that. Then your actions can influence or manipulate other people. If you choose to take that route for yourself, I don't highly recommend that though. It doesn't produce good karma. Karma can really affect you. Karma has duality to it. And what karma you put out there is what you get back. Because that's what you reap. What you put out there is what you experience. So all the experiences that you go through, Capricorn, you created. And you really have to come in realization of that for yourself. Because right now, you're bound to all your lies. That's what's keeping you stuck in the same situations all the time. You tend to project your truth out to others, thinking that if I just tell everybody what they want to hear about me, which is your truth, right? Yours, mind you. Yours. Somehow. But what is it really? It's your perception. You're projecting your perception to be the truth for everybody else. It's everybody else but me. It's everybody else but me. It's their problem, not mine. But you have to take ownership of your experience here. Like I said, you're trying to project to everybody else how they should live their lives. Right, Capricorn? You're all here trying to project to everybody else how they should live their lives. And you're thinking that you're leading by example. But all they see is a small little child that looks like a fool. Because they can see past your inauthenticity. Because energy is just energy. It resonates at the frequency that you're at. If they see you at a different frequency than what you're trying to project to them, they're going to see through your bullshit. They're going to see through it. And it's your bullshit that you're projecting out there that's keeping you from union. That's why a person's over there, because you're repelling them with your bullshit. Because this connection is based on no conditions. And if you're projecting lots of bullshit out there, that's a conditioning because you're not even authentic with yourself. If you're not authentic with yourself, how can you have a connection with your person that's based on no conditions? Because anything that is a false perception of you is based on conditions. Anything you project out there that's a false perception of who you are, Capricorn, is a condition. And if you just lived who you really are here, then you can live your life based on no conditions. Then your connection is not affected. Because it's not based on any condition outside yourself. It's just it's resonating from the power within you, which comes from your essence. That's where your true power comes from, not from the perception of everybody else, where, we get that adrenaline rush when people recognize you for great achievements. Now, it's great to have achievements. We should always work towards stuff. But if that's your true identity, all your accomplishments, then who are you, Capricorn? Who are you? If all your identity is based on how other people view you, who are you then? Do you know yourself, Capricorn? Who are you? What's your main purpose here? What are you here for? What are you here for this human experience here? Because this human experience is highly sought after. There's infinite amount of beings out there that would love to have this experience, but they know they can't because Earth has limited ability or openings for people to have this experience. Now, I put it in people's terms because I don't want to go through all the dynamics of experiences out there, but I make it so you can relate to it, Capricorn. And what I'm seeing here below this is that you do have a true, authentic part of you, Capricorn. It's always going to be tied to your inner child. Inner child is always going to be your true, authentic self. So if you really want to know who you are, Capricorn, you have to be connected to your inner child. Inner child is always going to show you your true authenticity of who you are. And mind you, until you start doing inner work, you're not really going to like what your inner child shows you. Because they're going to mirror back to you the things that you don't like about yourself. And you're not going to like that part too well until you get past the illusion that it's too hard. Because that's just an illusion. Because we have the power within us to experience everything here on Earth. And that connection to yourself does have duality to it. And those parts that we don't like about our connection shouldn't stop us from being connected. Because the power within us from our essence is far greater than any experience that we have here on Earth. Now it's up to you to empower yourself that way too, Capricorn. And how are you going to do that for yourself, Capricorn? Do you know how to do that for yourself? If you're looking for the answers, I do have them for you. But I'm not going to give it to you free. First of all, I value my time. If you watch my post I posted today, my general talk, I kind of break it down farther for you. But you're going to take the action steps to even look at that video. Because if you don't, I'm not going to waste my time on you. I'm not. It just shows me that you're half-assed. I'm not going to waste my valuable time on people that are only half in. And when you're half in, you're out. Because you're either all in or not. There's no such thing as half-assed. Because half-assed gets nothing done. It doesn't. Either you're all in or you're not. You can't do things half-assed expecting to get the best results you could get from it. You either put yourself all into it or you don't at all. That's challenging for you, Capricorn. I'm challenging you. But it only seems like a challenge to you because you're not there yet. But you can be, but you have to be all in. It's all or nothing. Well, I love you, Capricorn, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.